Hey, I'm Jocelyn, and this is my very dear friend Sandra, and it is Friday, and so we are making cocktails, and actually we're making cocktails for a party because we're gonna make sangria, right?
Yes. So, but instead of the typical, I think everybody's familiar with the red sangria.
Right.
We're gonna do something a little different and do a white sangria today.
So we've got our big container. These are really great things just to have. I actually have 3. I have one for cocktails. I have another one that I usually fill with water and ice, just for everybody. And usually I have another one full of sweet tea. Even up here in Yankee Land, I still put sweet in my tea.
Now you're gonna notice this isn't gonna be nearly enough to fill up this jar. We're doing a single recipe.
Yeah, we're just doing this for one recipe today.
But obviously, if you're having a party, you could easily double, triple, quadruple this recipe.
As you need.
But make sure that you have plenty of space because you're putting a lot of fruit and club soda in with this as well. So normally, so you saw I put my whole bottle of white wine. Normally, I would put in a 1/4 cup of sugar, but because Jocelyn happened to have on hand Riesling, we're not going to add the sugar because this is already really sweet wine.
And actually, that's a really sweet Riesling. Like, even for Riesling, it's pretty sweet, which is why I still have it on hand.
So when we post the recipe, we're going to put the proper recipe with the regular white wine, and you'll add the sugar.
However, if you have Riesling at home and you want to get rid of it, or you just really love Riesling, this is a good way to do it.
Right. So this is 1/2 cup of Cointreau. It's going to give us some nice citrusy
nice
flavor.
orangey flavor. I'm going to move this out of your way so we can get to the fruit.
And then we're just going to dump all of this in there. So we have sliced strawberries.
Yep. And I'll just grab the oranges for you.
Thank you. I have green grapes cut in half.
Yeah, and good thing to cut fruits small enough that it can fall. Like if you're using a pitcher, make sure that the fruits are cut so they can actually pour out of the pitcher. And something I found is funny about sangria is that dependent upon where you are in the world, they put different fruits in. So you're going to throw in those lemon wheels, yeah?
Yes, I am. And one just quick note I wanted to make, if you're doing this in advance, which is great to do this in advance, leave your citrus fruit out until closer to the end because this peel is going to make it bitter, and so you don't want to let that sit around for hours.
That pith it definitely gets things kind of bitter.
But go ahead and drop your sweet fruits, the strawberries, the grapes, and that'll start sweetening the wine and getting all of the flavors melding.
So in Portugal, they often use diced, they'll have grapes, there'll be diced apples. A couple of times I got pears in there. There's all sorts of different things. So, and recipes vary by person, but by country. And we always think of sangria as something like Spanish, but they actually drink a lot of sangria in the summer months in Portugal. So when we lived in Lisbon, I learned this incredible recipe, but the key ingredient is something called barão, and you can't get that here. I've tried like mad, and I really would love to give you that recipe, but if I can't find it, I'm gonna guess you can't find it either. So 2 cups?
2 cups.
2 cups.
So this was a 1/2 cup measure. That's why it looked like I did it 4 times. I did it 4 times.
Okay.
And then you put your lid on and walk away. You can also do this in a pitcher. This is actually perfect if you have a nice standard glass pitcher or ceramic pitcher or whatnot. It's kind of a perfect quantity for that if it's just going to be for your family or a few friends on the porch or whatnot. So you don't have to double, but if you want to, this is super fun because then you just slide it up to the edge of the counter and all your friends come help themselves in the evening. It's great for a cookout, kebabs, anything like that.
Yeah, nice thing to have. So maybe you guys will make this weekend. And if you do, I hope you very much enjoy it. And we will see you next Friday for another cocktail. Bye.
Cheers.
Boys, we're filming. You have to be silent for a bit.
Silence.
Thank you. Quiet on the set.
Right on set.